It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. What's been going on in the delay? I mean, has it just been travel or COVID, or what's taking so long to get you back?
I don't know. I was scheduled to fight in November, so then we had like visa issues, so couldn't get into the States. Yeah, then I had a surgery on my right elbow, so I disrupted my bursa. It's called bursa, like in the elbow. Did surgery, but went well, went perfect. It's straight back to training, but then we entered 2021, and like COVID was still there, like gyms was closed, everything was like still like in, I don't know. And yeah, then I spoke to my manager, and I said to him, like, I need a fight, like I'm maybe coming into my prime now, so I need fights. And yeah, so now we're here, like it's all good.
That's crazy. What's the time been like? I mean, has it been difficult? I mean, obviously, when you have a fight date on the calendar, you can train. Has it been difficult to train and stay sharp?
We spoke about this like a few moments before. Like I was really motivated. Like during this whole stay, I was training twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. I was like working really, really hard. I worked on my jiu-jitsu. I worked on my wrestling, like stuff I figured out in my last fight didn't went so good, So I was really motivated. I was trying to get my team involved into the motivation, but like it was so hard during COVID, like we lost so much money, like our gym was closed. I mean, we got like cancellation of memberships. Like, I don't know, we had like 400 people in our gym before COVID. Now we have like 210 or 215. It's like, yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is, Yeah. So we have to go through it.
What lessons did you take out of the first fight? Obviously, you get to the debut, it's a big moment, you want to win, and then I imagine it's disappointing, right? What lessons do you take out of that?
The first lesson was that I really belong here, because I fought a guy who was like 4-1 in the UFC. I fought him on short notice. I didn't have a good training camp. I fought him on 3 rounds, and it was exhausting because he was like a wrestler, Dagestani guy. They grind you out, and props to Ramazan. He did a really good job, and yeah, it's like a bump in the road, but it also lifts you up, like, yeah, I was just so motivated after this fight, and I trained like all my, like the categories I have to train, like especially jiu-jitsu and like wrestling. So yeah, it just motivated me to get back in here and show who I am, show what I'm capable of, and yeah.
Nice. Fight week situation here, I mean, a little bit different than being over in Fight Island, Abu Dhabi. Is it a little bit more, I don't know, easy, I guess? It's kind of a unique situation over there.
It's way nicer here, I like Vegas a lot. I like it a lot, like the people are nice. Like I've trained at the PI. Everyone in the PI was so nice. Big shout out to Dan and Sarah. Like they did so much for me, I just texted them and I said, I need this, and they organized everything. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You really feel like a professional athlete, the way you should feel. I mean, we train like twice a day, 3 times a day, and I'm a hard worker. I'm a good athlete, I'm cycling a lot, I'm running a lot, so I deserve to be, like, how you say, like, handled like a professional athlete, I like fight week here. It's all easy, UFC makes easy, it's good, it's fun.
Change of opponent, obviously late. I'm just guessing at this point you didn't care, basically, like as long as somebody's going to step in there. Was there any discussion at all, like, is this the right guy, is this the right move, or no?
Usually I would say, like, back in the days, in my amateur days, my coach would say, we may not do this, because we're not ready for this. But over the time, I fought around 30 fights in kickboxing back in Germany, in the whole Europe scene. I fought all over Europe in my MMA career. And I had late opponent changes, like in my whole career, I remember one time when I fought regional, I was supposed to fight a really big guy. He pulled out 1 day before the fight, so, and then I had late opponent change, figured it out. So it doesn't really matter, Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Nice. Does it feel different coming in this time versus, we hear like octagon jitters, nerves, that sort of thing. Does this feel different this time around?
No pressure at all, no. I'm just excited, because I really want to go in there and I want to show who I am, show what I'm capable of, because people don't know me yet, and they should know me after this fight. So, yeah, I'm here like to put on a show, and yeah, I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
Nice. And last thing for me, what kind of fight do you think we see? I mean, do you feel like you go out there and it's a battle and it's exciting, or do you go dominate? What do we see?
Yeah, so Jared is a good guy. He comes forward. Hopefully he's making weight, and I would say it's gonna be a banger. You know, like he's not stepping back, and I'm not stepping back either. So we're gonna stand and bang, and we will see who's like figuring out, and whoever, you know, I'm the one who's winning this fight for 100%. I'm sure. I don't want to say like I'm finishing him on the ground or finishing him in strikes or stuff like this. I'm not not this type of person, you know. But as soon as the first round, I could say like I could speak to you guys, and after the first round, I will say how it goes, you know.
Niklas? The UFC kept you on the main card. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, really excited and really thankful for about that. You know, I mean, they lifted us shortly to the co-main event. You know, we've been like co-main event shortly. You know, and then the UFC found out that Munir is not coming to the US. You know, because of visa issues. And yeah, main card it's amazing. It's a big opportunity. You know, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Do you see this as a reintroduction to the UFC fans?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the US people, they don't know me, you know, yet. So, I mean, I fought a Russian guy on Fight Island, you know, so maybe the Russians know me and the Europeans know me, but I have to do is to introduce me into the US scene, and I'm going to do this with this fight.
Would you like to run that back with Mornier?
It depends on how this fight goes. I mean, of course, you know, I trained for him. I trained for him months, you know, and I was preparing for him. I was a little bit disappointed how his team and himself handled the situation. I mean, if the UFC would have known, you know, they wouldn't lift us to co-main event on a Sunday, you know, and then cancel the fight on a Monday. So he was not talking to someone, you know, to some official guys, and we will run it back. But I don't know if like when is the next Fight Island? October, so we have time for that, so we will see.
What does your nickname mean, Green Mask?
It's funny, it's like a long story, but I like keep it short. My coach came back home from visiting in Thailand. You know, he's like a Thai boxing coach. He was often there, and he was there for like a full moon party. It's like the change from December 31st to the 1st January, you know, the year change, and then a lot of people running around with like masks, and he brought a mask with him, you know, and I had my third fight in K1, and he's like, when you walk out, you should put on the mask, and I'm like, why? And he's like, the people recognize you if you put on a good show, and I was like, I was hot on this at this time, I was like a good kickboxing guy, you know, and I was like already ahead of the D class, so I was like stepping into C class fights. I put on the mask, I walked in, I knocked this guy out with a flying knee, and after this everyone was talking about the green mask, so we just kept it.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.